That's right. Look what I'm repping. That's right, baby. That's right. That is right. LSU. And now, your oddcast has begun. Was an Odyssey man who would do whatever he can to report LSU to the fans of the team. And it's the weekend is upon us, and I'm not going to be in. How's it going, everybody? Yo. I wanted to say one thing clearly before this all begins. The oddcasts, they will continue. Only in name, though. There's a reason I have chosen to film most of these like this. And it's because being in between apartments, being in between residences, there's been so much going on, such a shuffle. A lot of the things I would usually write, I've had to film because I've just been having to run from place to place and all this craziness. And after this weekend, when we start moving this weekend, things are going to settle a lot down, and I'm excited to be writing in my new home. It's going to be fantastic. I think you're going to see just right in time for the season too. With 2 weeks to go. 3 weeks, God, I'm trying to add another week to the schedule. What am I doing? With 14 days, I believe it is, left until the season begins. It's going to be perfect timing with everything settling down, and we're not going to have to film everything as much. I mean, we will get back more to writing every single thing down, but here's the thing. I want to know from you, the viewer, the reader, the subscriber, I want to know whether you prefer what we're doing visually, hearing my voice, all that, or if you prefer it written. And we'll go from there. But what you will see from the new place is we're going to have a set. Yes, you heard me, a set. You're going to see my face if we film these things. Or I might wear like a mask or something, some weird type of thing. I might like come out in a baklava or something, go nuts. Balaclava or whatever the hell it's called. You got the leash cut on you, buddy. Here you go. And that type of thing. I'm not gonna have to be walking my dog, filming this stuff all the time. I mean, I love doing it, but I'd rather be more able to 100% focus, not some neighbor walk up, which has happened before. Some of our best videos you've never seen because they had to be scrapped. There was one I posted that actually did include a neighbor saying what's up. It was outrageous. But yeah, we want to get back to the nitty gritty here. And I feel like we've never completely, filmed every single thing. We're still pumping out the articles. But we have had to film a little bit more of the profiles this last week than we'd want to, just because of all the hustle and bustle and stress of all this craziness. But this next week is going to be on fire. We have, I think it's like 13, 12 different articles ready to be pumped out. We have a piece called Tigers Talking, all with quotes from LSU Odyssey, not quotes from press conferences or anything like that. From players telling us what they think about the season coming up, their teammates, their coaches. You know, we released some of those quotes to subscribers, but we're still trying to clear quotes. So if we can't include some of these players or coaches or parents, or it's going to be because of people not wanting to, rock the boat, or they'll think they'll get in trouble from LSU for having a quote about the position battles or something like that. So we're going to do the best we can with getting these quotes out, but bear with us. That's a piece we've been trying to put together for some time. Not only talking with different LSU Tigers and their parents, but we haven't really gone into these discussions these conversations thinking, oh, we're going to put all this together in an article. I just thought, it would be kind of an interesting compilation to do. A very unique thing that isn't really out there too much is these kind of really random quotes, almost like an oral history of the 2021 off season leading into the season here. And I really like the concept of that. So we're going to try and no holds barred, go full on out. And there's some really interesting interviews we've been cooking up as well on the side that are just very interesting, very intriguing. I think LSU Tigers fans will love these. But we have also applied for credentials. The only 2 games we were able to apply for official LSU press credentials, I think maybe they've already been, all the spots have been taken due to the COVID restrictions and all that, but we were able to seal press credentials for the McNeese State game, which I think would be unbelievable to cover. That's Coach O versus his son Cody. This is a moment that will probably never happen again. Once in a lifetime moment. Play your father in the Power 5. It's quite an unbelievable story here. And I would love to cover that game. We also got the Central Michigan game on the schedule as well. So kind of 2 of the less popular games, but if we can get down there, if we can get press credentials, we will be covering those games. We will be there in Baton Rouge. That's the thing. That's the thing all of you need to understand. We're not in Louisiana because, we'll cover it off the internet, we're good. No, I know what we could do if we were in Louisiana. If LSU Odyssey were in Louisiana right now, we would be doing 100 times the business, if not more, 1,000 times the business. I know exactly what to film, exactly who to talk to, exactly where to go. The finances have been the problem with this move and everything that it entails. Yeah, it's going to be great to get that over with as well, so then the slate is clean, and then something like a vacation down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana is more than possible. We're also really desperately hoping some miracle will happen and to make it possible for us to go see LSU UCLA at the Rose Bowl. We're close. We're only 2 states away. Well, I take that back, only a state away. Nevada is just in the way. And it's a game that I really want to see. I think this game's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to preview that game because I already got a score. I already got a whole scenario out in my mind of how that game's going to play out against Chip Kelly's UCLA Bruins at the Rose Bowl to open up the season. Rib. Sorry, my dog went, yeah. And I think what we're going to see Sorry. I think you know what that means. Anyway, we'll reset from there. Point of this video is to try and make some of you more aware of what's been going on, why we've had to rush a few things, do some things on the run. You know, we're just getting started, but at the same time, we have been doing this a while. We've been doing this long enough to now start to see those patterns, start to be able to read the game, feel the game. You know, all I'm really glad about is that we were there to cover the 2018 and 2019 seasons. And then, of course, we started the official LSU Odyssey website in 2020. Prior to that, we were writing on Uninterrupted Sports Odyssey.blogspot.com. I loved covering the 2019 season. Are you kidding me? Came like manna from heaven. Like, what a fun team to cover. And you know what? 2021, I feel like it's just, this team is so intriguing. I mean, everyone's saying they could lose 4 games or they could go undefeated, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I get that. There's a wide breadth of possibility with this team. We could potentially have certain things go against us and not figure out certain positions, offensive line, crumbles, things like that. But I think even if half of that were to happen, say 50% negativity towards LSU, injuries, all that, I think you're still looking at a team that is competing for the SEC. This is a season where I believe, I don't think there will be a single undefeated team in the college football playoff unless the college football playoff committee puts in, kind of a team from a weaker conference who's just kind of beating up on everybody, and they put them in like a Washington or something like that. But other than that, I see a bloodbath. I see teams beating each other up, putting those losses on the board early, middle, and late. And I see it being an extremely entertaining season, a buckle-up type of season. I think there's going to be some very close games with LSU this year where you're going to see guys rise or fall. But I think on the most part, you're going to see LSU Tigers rising in 2021. I have a good vibe about this team. And it's all about the unity and everything that's going on in the locker room. Not even just the practice field and the improvements there. Everything that's going on in the locker room, in the dorm rooms, these guys are close. And these freshmen, you might as well consider them second-year guys already. I mean, some of them are just so advanced. There's guys like, Chris Hilton, I think, needs to get a little bit more size to his frame before, you can say he's going to be that bona fide number 2 guy. But he's still such an athletic freak. He's going to get playing time. So Savion Jones, he needed to put on that weight to get on the field. Well, he put on that weight and then some. And now he's just being molded by Tommy Moffitt. I think you're going to see a lot of interesting things on this team. And I think LSU are going to catch a lot of people with their pants down who've been ripping on them and talking shit. There's a lot of disrespect going on about this LSU Tigers team. A lot of ifs, ands, buts, or what ifs. I say just sit back and watch. Go Tigers.